end of the day, I had to realize something. You don't fight ignorance with ignorance. Let me tell y'all what I can do right now. I can easily call 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗖𝗛 and tell them Shamar is harassing me. I can get people to do that. I can do the same thing Shamar doing. Shamar is out on bond. He out on bond. I can easily try to get his bond revoked. I can literally call Social Security right now and call them constantly and report him for fraud and tell them that he done went and made all this money, made $60,000 that he had on his welfare goals and didn't report none of that income to Social Security. You have to report your income to Social Security. I can easily call him and do that. I can easily call his leasing office and say, hey, Shamar McCoy is living in there under a CPN. Y'all need to investigate it. I can literally do that. Shamar really mad because he know that he can't renew that apartment without Kayla because he don't know what Kayla did to get the apartment. So he don't even know how to renew his lease. So he got to look for a new apartment. And LASHUN don't like him so much. LASHUN want to see Shamar lose it all that he ain't even telling Shamar, look, be looking for a new apartment. Be looking for a new apartment. Shamar ain't even thinking about that. All he running about is Mello. Taking 𝗪𝗛 to the vet. He over there, clock that T, clock it. You got 3 more weeks in your apartment. I supposed to went to court March 18th. It's July 24th. Why they just now coming to Shamar house July 24th? After I moved into my apartment, after I got my furniture, not all of a sudden they came. But y'all don't like me though. Y'all don't like Alvo, so it's like Alvo lying, man, fade is fade. Cha-Cha, you need to be, Cha-Cha, I don't have to check on. Shamar, it's so much things that I can do to you right now, but I'm not finna do that to you because I'm not messing up what I got going on in my life. See, in my life, I'm manifesting positive things. Shamar, you are going down the drain. Shamar, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it in the most respectable way. Your body is built like a letter C, but because of that, you was blessed. God gave you a disability and made you be able to make money off of who you is and what you go through. Shamar, you so evil and so ignorant that you can't even see what God blessed you with because you so busy trying to clock that T. You hanging around LASHUN every day, and every day LASHUN show you how much he don't like you. LASHUN don't like you. LASHUN don't care about you because ain't you said you fell out with LASHUN because LASHUN didn't give you no money from a booking? So why is you back cool with a person who didn't give you no money from a booking? Ain't LASHUN was the same one that was on the internet saying that you had a house in Virginia? Yes, he said you had a house in Virginia. It's literally on YouTube right now, and it's still on his YouTube page. He didn't even delete the video because he don't care to delete it, Shamar. Ain't your friend LASHUN was the same person who came and brung his boyfriend, Exclusive, and Erica and everybody to your house and busted your back window that you still ain't get fixed yet? You so worry about taking Tommy down and taking Alvo down that you going down drain. Shamar, you literally going down the drain and LASHUN helping you. Shamar, you was fighting homeless people. Shamar, you fought a homeless transgender because you gave her $5 and wanted her to get something to eat. She couldn't even get a Big Mac meal. The Big Mac meal is $5.85. She can't even get a chicken box from KFC. You want to fight a homeless lady because she on drugs and she homeless. Shamar, you was homeless. You was sleeping under the bridge. Ain't nobody was trying to fight you because they was giving you money and you was spending the money at the sex club. So how you gonna go fight a homeless trans woman because you gave her $5 at like $5 and she didn't want to buy no food and she chose to go do what she want to do with it. But yeah, people gave you money plenty of times on the internet. You chose to go to the sex club. Shamar, you ain't no good. Ain't nothing good about you. And every time God try to bless you and elevate you, you take yourself back down. You got on the internet and you wanted to say that you had a man so bad that you let your Auntie 7 book a man a flight from Buffalo, New York, all the way to come to Atlanta, Georgia to be with you. That man came with you and for 2 days, and in 2 days you lost everything that you worked hard for. You had $60,000 in your bank and now you only living on your SSI check and you hanging around LASHUN every single day. When you got robbed, was LASHUN there for you? Did LASHUN help you? Did LASHUN ever help you figure out who took it? When you caught yourself getting back with me, LASHUN dogged you out. Shamar, you so negative and you so evil, you only like drama. You went off my warrant, but yet let me back at your house. How you go off my warrant but let me back at your house? Shamar, I was back at your house. Back chilling with you. You cut LASHUN and Messy y'all doll off just to be back with me. Shamar, you ain't no good. You ain't nobody friend. You negative. You like drama, and that's why your life is that's why you going downhill. And to be honest, Fendi don't even like you. Fendi don't. Fendi can't even make money with you. Fendi can't even sell out a club on her own. So Fendi only come get you, Shamar, when Fendi's trying to make some quick money. Y'all got a new song, come out something, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Y'all went from clock that tea to trying to eat it, eat it. Shamar, you ain't got nothing going on. Ain't nobody booking you no more. Shamar, you really losing your clout. Shamar, you go live every day with under 300, 400 views. You're not even monetized. Shamar, you got 15,000 subs on YouTube, but not even monetized. You can't even sit down in the same way that you called the police to report where I'm at and get me locked up. You couldn't even take less than 5 minutes and monetize yourself on YouTube so you can at least be getting paid. You can't even take out the time to monetize yourself on TikTok. You just made a TikTok video about me and it's almost on 1 million views and it's over 1 minute going super viral, and you ain't even monetize yourself on TikTok, but yet you want to get on LASHUN page and cuss everybody else out, cuss me out, do all this about me. Baby, you need to do better with your life. Shamar, you need to do better. Shamar, let me tell you this, Booker Bud. Even if I go to jail, Shamar, it's not going to change the fact that you have 3 weeks to find you somewhere to stay. Shamar, even if I go to jail, it's not going to change the fact that you had $60,000 in your bank account and you was booked every weekend. And the moment that I left you, you haven't been booked since. And you went from $60,000 to negative 60K. It's so crazy, Shamar. Even when I go to jail, you still gonna have them same problems that you're dealing with. Shamar, you so mad at the world, you should be mad at yourself. You took Mello to the vet. When you gonna go to the vet? Shamar, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should do is thank God for waking you up and clean your house up right after. Shamar, you've been up all day screaming at the phone about how the police looking for me, but yeah, your house still dirty. Look at mine's clean. Not even a speckle on the floor. Look at, not even clean. When I wake up, I clean up. Shamar, you don't wake up, don't even clean your house. You don't wake up, you don't get your hygiene together. You wake up, don't brush your teeth. You wake up, you don't do any of those things. You wake up and go straight to drama. Shamar, you wake up and press your live every day and show us how nasty you is, how dirty you is, how filthy you are. So you mean to tell me you couldn't record a video of the police coming to your house looking for me? Crazy. Shamar, you look homeless. Shamar, it's so sad how you look homeless, man. Shamar, you got all them clothes, all them shoes in your house, and you choose to go live and look homeless every day. Shamar, you ain't even got no haircut. I'm talking about hair looking crazy, beard growing, body just decaying and leaning. You leaning closer to hell as the day go by. Shamar, you already was clocking T literally, but now you about to be 5 degrees. You about to be a acute angle. You already was built like a right angle. Now you about to be in the acute angle. You got to do better, Shamar. You really need to do better and think about your priorities and think about things that you need to do and stop getting on here being so negative. You took Mello to the vet. When are you going to the vet, Shamar? When is Shamar going to the vet?
Alvo is now flip-flopping on Shamar, and I had said a few times in my live with you guys, and me and Coco had started to realize pattern of behavior with the circle, that 1 minute they're flip-flopping on each other, then the next minute they're defending each other. So, you know, Alvo was at one point in time for the last week or so defending off and on Shamar and going against the grain with Tommythegossip, talking about Tommy's family and his son in particular, which we all know that kids should be off limits. I don't understand when the change came in, because all of the legal issues that Alvo has going on is Alvo's fault. We were there on that highway when he was coming from allegedly Motel 6 or 9 or whatever the name of that motel is. He was coming from the motel and supposed to be getting his behind to court to clear up his legal obligations. But he was lying to his supporters for so long that it was just a misdemeanor. He would go into court and it would go away, when we all know it's a default warrant and a surrender hearing because he hasn't been showing up for probation. And he also left out of state. They're well aware of that because Shamar made it clear when he took his name off the bond. It's almost like because he went and did further research on Shamar actually being arrested, even though Shamar did lie about being arrested, he could have just, even if somebody did film him being arrested or Alvo did hear through sharing, you know, the phone information on where they're at all times, you know, he could have just pleaded the fifth and this wouldn't be where it's at now. But I'm just not understanding, where is Alvo all of a sudden flip-flopping on Shamar when just 3 days ago I can recall doing a live with you guys. That live was over 2 hours, and Shamar honestly listened to one of Alvo's you know, live streams where he was defending Shamar and was saying how wrong you know, Tommythegossip was for picking and bullying Shamar, and now he's doing the same thing that Tommy allegedly was doing, or he was saying Tommy was doing. You know, it's just diabolical. You know, you guys got to realize that you're not in the back offices of any of our analytics, and you only see the performances of how well the videos are doing for the, you know, the day before or that day. You don't see how good or bad channels are doing as far as views, and I really feel like this is a view situation. You know, he's looking in his back office at how his views are coming in and they're not doing so well, and you know, Alvo's, you know, strapped for cash. He's desperate. The first of the month's coming, so in order to pick up the slack, he has to go from being this savior and hero to Shamar to now flip-flopping on Shamar, because that's the only way he's going to be able to keep the attention of the audience, is by not only talking about Shamar but going against the grain on Shamar so that he can get the views, so he can get up this money for his rent. But I'm not going to get too long-winded with it. I'm going to let you guys listen to the rest of what, you know, Alvo had to say, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Alliances and friendships with, you rather keep a friendship with LASHUN, a person who don't got no talent, nothing going for himself. The only thing he got is Six Flags, and Mike will drop you off downtown Atlanta, but mess up a relationship with a successful black woman because you gay and you like men. Shamar, you ain't gonna never be that icon that you think you'll be. Shamar, you could be a celebrity, but you never will be. Shamar, you think people be laughing at you? Laughing with you, they be laughing at you. Shamar, you could have been iconic. Because to have the disability that you have, and the people that talk about you the way they talk about you, for you to go so strong and continue to go on, and for you to flourish in everything that you want to do that people thought you couldn't, you could have been iconic, but now you're just a laughing stock. Now you're just a joke. Now it's just that dirty disabled boy who ain't got no smartness. You need to take notes from Shaya and Bria. You see what Shay and Bria do? Shay and Bria do this all day. You don't see Bria being nasty. You don't see Shay being nasty. Shamar, you nasty because your spirit nasty, your energy nasty, the way that you think nasty, the way that you operate nasty, and you can tell you never had nobody around you that loved you and showed you gratitude and treat you how to remain humble. I am being nice. I'm not being mean. I am being nice. What I'm saying is really real. Shamar acting like that because Shamar just a nasty person. He evil, he dirty, he don't want to bathe, he don't want to clean. All he want to do is ride around and go to the sex club all day. All Shamar want to do is go to the sex club and argue with women all day and talking about clock that tea. Shamar, the tea been clocked, it been seasoned, and it been cooked. Shamar, you need to do better in your life. Shamar, you could have been an icon. Now you just gonna forever be a laughing joke, a laughing stock. And I don't care what nobody say. Everybody thinking it, and I said it. Why? You could have been iconic, but nothing's iconic about you, Shamar. Ain't nothing iconic about you no more. When you did clock that T, everybody was so happy for you, Shamar. You know why the world was happy for you, Shamar? Because you was homeless. And you was homeless. You kept saying, I'm a rapper, I'm a rapper. When you was homeless, you said you was a rapper, and you made a song, you made it happen. You made people feel so happy But then you showed everybody what type of person you is. You the person that comes to the top and forget where you came from. That's what people say when they say remain humble, Shamar. You didn't even know how to remain humble to the people that made you get to the places that you was. You talk, if it wasn't for Shakana, nobody wouldn't even know who you was. And you so weird and you so much ignorant in your head, you think, well, I'm the one that's bent like a llama. Well, I'm the one bent to the side. Yes, Shamar, you might be bent to the side, you might be stank, and you might be dirty, but Shakana came and paved the way for you. Yeah, you might be stinking dirty, and you might have a disability, but Kayla came and helped you make money from that disability. Respect that lady. Kayla ain't nothing. Kayla this, Kayla that, but Kayla ain't nothing. Kayla a clout chaser, but she helped you make money from your clout. She did something Tommy couldn't even do. So the only thing Tommy did was beg people for money and send y'all on trips. Kayla took you from begging and put a bag in your pocket. Instead of Kayla getting with you and making you beg and manage how you beg and how you ask for money, Kayla put money in your pocket. She made you become booked and busy. Tommy had you begging, Kayla had you booked and busy. And you put that lady to the side for quarantine. Cause of quarantine. All for a wood. For quarantine. Then you got me. Okay, you don't know how to be humble and grateful for the people that come and bless you because you claim everybody want to use you. Well, Shamar, you ain't that pretty. You don't stand up straight. Your breath stink. You funky looking. Ain't nobody ever gonna come love you, Shamar. Ain't nobody ever gonna love you. Ain't nobody gonna only ever be your friend. Every time people be your friend, Shamar, is gonna always be because of sympathy, because how you look. I'm gonna be real with you. So yes, she might came to use you, but she came and bettered you. Y'all both was homeless. She took both of y'all from being homeless and put both of y'all in the house. Shamar, you gotta be real with yourself. You know how you look. And you ain't no, and Shamar, you not an ugly man. It's not because you ugly that the disability made you ugly. What made you ugly is your mind frame. What made you ugly is the way that you think. What made you ugly is how you don't shower, how you don't have good hygiene, how you don't have good mannerism, and how you get on here and portray yourself every day. That's why you're not attractive. And that's why people won't take you serious, booka butt. That's really what it is, because you're not ugly. You're not. That's why when I got with you, I cleaned you up. That's why when you was with me, you was looking good. Because I wasn't finna sit here and live with...
I think the one and only person that's really going to suffer out this circle, it is not going to be because of the audience that he has built off of Shamar's name. And I'm referring to Alvo, but he's going to suffer off of the penalties and the consequences of what YouTube is going to eventually do to his channel when he either turns himself in or he gets caught or somebody leaks his address and the police come to the address to take him into custody. He's going to be probably gone too long to probably get that channel up, back and running. And it's going to be because, you know, it's YouTube's platform and they're going to do some sort of thing called, you know, shadow banning, and, you know, his page authority is going to go down so low that he might even be forgotten about. It's going to take a long time for Alvo to get back to where he needs to be at. And I think that he's looking at all these things and it's making him angry. It's making him angry to the point where he's not remembering that he did this to himself. All the things that he needed to clear up with his own legal responsibilities, he didn't. And one thing I will say about Shamar, regardless of not if he got in trouble with the law, he's not running from any warrants and he's not making up any excuses for having any warrants and not clearing them up, where Alvo is being really irresponsible because he rather them come get him than him turn himself in, which is a better look than him getting arrested on another charge or them coming to a resident because they got wind that he was there and picking him up. So, you know, he's throwing rocks and hiding his hands. He's focusing on using Shamar for content. But trust and believe, all of this is going to shortly come to an end once everything is either cleared up by him taking the responsibility of going into the courts and clearing it up, or them finding him.